And throughout history, the cup and ball, the yo-yo, pong, the Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
And I miss listening to all of you. Could I get a welcome back fart? Well, which flatulence would most likely kind of fit in with those Caribbean vibes? I don't know.
I mean, it's a wet climate. I would go with a wet fart.
A humid one? Let me see what I've got. That's pretty wet, right?
That's very wet.
A wet one. Well, all right, there you go. Well, congratulations and welcome back to Ohio. At least you got to go away for a bit, and fantastic. You know, Alan, if somebody breaks into Bill's apartment, he could just sit in the closet among a pile of stuffed animals like E.T. You ever thought about that?
They don't have to be human. If I had a bunch of dolls
stuffed
that look like
animals?
me, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't have a bunch of stuffed animals because my dog would rip them apart.
Mm-hmm.
She likes to kill stuffed animals. She kills them.
Oh, yeah. Anytime we get our dog like a we got her a couple of stuffed animals. They have a squeaker, and Met comes out immediately because she tears it up.
Yep.
And then I'm chasing, over Christmas we got her a couple, and I'm chasing bits of cotton throughout the house that she's torn.
Yeah.
I'm like, that thing she'll be through that in about an hour.
I had one. It was like a big rhinoceros that I got my dog, and I was trying to teach her to not do that. And so she would just gum it, or not even, I mean, she's got teeth. So she would just she was pretty good with it for a while. Like she would kind of yank on a little bit. I go, and then she would stop. And that lasted a few months. And then one day I forgot to put it away after I left the house and I came home and just stuffing everywhere. And that was the end of the rhino. But it was real funny because it was the size of her. So she'd run around carrying it in her mouth, but then would trip over it and a lot of laughs. And then she also had a hard time getting it up onto the bed. So she would jump up, bring it next to the bed, jump up on the bed, and then drag it up from the floor.
I don't know if anybody else. What's another way to put that, Poundcake?
I love my dog.
That's right. I don't know if anybody has done this, so you might be first out of the gate, Bill. But what if you started a social media account about your dog? And then proceeded to monetize it.
It failed.
Oh, you did? You did?
I just never posted anything.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Because I just want to be in the moment with my dog. I don't want my dog to be a business.
No, but at some point you thought maybe something would happen there.
I thought about it, and listen, if I had posted regularly, she could have been something. But I just wanted to enjoy my dog
for your own personal gain.
Yeah, I did.
Well, how does he gain? The gain is when you monetize your dog and then make money off that until
my own personal happiness.
His own personal gain, his emotions and keeping him
Well,
happy.
everybody should be trying to get personal gain for their emotions.
You need to make money.
Mm-hmm.
I do make money.
Geico for your money.
Ended up some money. I did real good last year.
By the way, devotion to accuracy, and thank you, a handful of people pointed this out to me because I guess I was confused, that the Stanley Cups is not the same company that makes the tools.
Somebody else hit me up
I
about
didn't
that.
realize that.
I didn't either.
That's why I thought the story was so wild. I go, here's a company
dummy.
that's, well, I don't know. I just thought, I was like, I'd never heard of a Stanley Cup company. I thought the hook of the story was this company that's been making like blue collar implements for 100 years. Next thing you know, they're making tumblers that, pumpkin spice latte moms are beating each other up over at the Target Starbucks for. So different companies. I didn't realize that. That makes it far less interesting that it's not the Stanley Tool Company making those mugs, because that didn't seem to be so far off the map, I mean, a lot of those companies make like hard-working tumblers for your coffee, and they put it in the work truck and that kind of stuff.
I mean,
I thought that's what it was.
How many companies make things like construction equipment and also keyboards?
Yes.
Like they're out there.
Yeah.
Like,
The Yamaha company.
Yeah.
Motorcycles and drums.
Right.
Okay. Mitsubishi used to make cars and televisions.
Mm-hmm. It's like, you're never going to believe this. We make both.
We make both.
I mean, Amazon makes everything now, so they make a version of everything.
I didn't know they made everything.
Well,
I
they
thought
don't.
just
That's the problem with it.
distribute
I
everything.
think the Achilles heel of Amazon is they don't tell you where stuff is coming from.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of scams on Amazon. There's a lot of fakes on Amazon. We've all gotten a package that took 2 weeks because clearly it was coming by boat from Zhangzhou, and you get it, and the mailing slip is all in Chinese characters. There's no indication of that when you order
But what
it.
makes it a scam, though?
No, I mean,
got the product.
That's not the scam. There are scams on Amazon. Like they tell people, oh, you can narrate audio books and make $5,000 a week. That's all like,
Or you can.
they're all like Ponzi schemes on Amazon.
You'll order something and you're like, this price is too good to be true, and then it's just a miniature version of what you ordered.
The thing you want is just super small.
Yeah, because
I
I don't know, the barriers to entry seem almost non-existent. I don't know what kind of gatekeeping there is. I just think you can set up an Amazon store and start selling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see those drop shipping apps on social media where they're selling them, but they don't hold them, and they don't, you'll start to see a lot of social media apps have started to make that clear when those ads come up. They're like, hey, look, here's what this is, just so you don't get taken by some company.
I feel like that should be a show. Like all the stuff that Amazon rejects, and then there's just a warehouse full of stuff.
Well, that's my point. I don't know that they're rejecting anything. I mean, I think that anybody who's got something that they're trying to sell.
Also, that's what Shein is.
Oh.
Shein
Right.
and then Temu. That's all the stuff that Amazon rejected, and they're like, "Hey, here you go."
But at
Shein
least
does make
that's
clothes, though.
Yeah, well, that's the point. But at least those things are coming from China.
Mm-hmm.
China, and they're using tiny, tiny little hands to make those items.
And people have no shame wearing Shein clothes because they're like, oh my gosh, this outfit is fire. They're like, look at my New Year's Eve
It's also
outfit.
like $1.50.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You wear it once, you can't wash it because it'll fall apart.
Is
but
that,
if
is
you're
that
trying
true?
to,
I've never ordered off.
yeah,
yeah.
it's really, really.
That's why they
cheap.
took the
Fancy,
world by
yeah.
storm, because everybody started ordering. Now, you do have to compartmentalize if people, order clothes from there. You do have to set aside your thoughts on global child labor. You go, but look how this looks. This is amazing. Yeah, a lot of people buy stuff from Shein. And that Temu, geez, I've never got anything because it looks super shady, but
I downloaded
they're
the app
just,
the other
they're-
day.
Did you? They're just blanketing everything with ads. Every third thing that you click on now, they're like, oh, that's a Temu thing. And,
I downloaded the app because I was like, I kept getting served the Instagram ads for Temu. And the
they
thing
piqued
is
your
that
interest.
they're cute, though. Like, a lot of the outfits that they're putting together, I'm like, that's like a cute little outfit. And I downloaded the app, and like you said, it's not that it feels shady. I'm just like, you cannot be selling jeans for $3.
Yeah, this is
Like,
a fur coat for $28.
There's no way. Something is wrong here.
Also,
Like,
the sizes are so wonky. I got screwed a couple of times over the past decade where I ordered something I thought looked awesome. But sizes overseas, I'm trying to think of how to say this sensitively. Sizes can differ greatly. You get an XL and it's like an American small. I'm like, okay, well, then that's not right.
I ordered, they came today, I ordered fleece-lined tights off of Amazon. And I didn't check where they were coming from or anything like that. But I ordered, because, when you order, it'll say, like, based on your recent purchases, this size would work for you. So it suggested I order the large, extra large. So I was like, that's fine. Everything fits different. They're tights. And I pulled these things out, I'm like, these are for a baby doll. There's
That's what I'm
no
saying.
way these fit anybody. But I put them on, and it's just, tights are weird, too. Cody might understand this because I think
wears
he
a lot
might
of
be
tights.
the only. Well, he dressed in drag, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with tights. But these have like lining around the butt, so they're super small. But then the lining around the butt goes down to like your mid thigh, and I'm like, I have no idea what this is, but they were $8.
Those are
and they're
pants for
warm.
Gru.
Yeah, I don't know. What? I was like, whose butt is shaped like
Maybe if you have a
this?
tail or something.
Yeah.
Do they have a?
So they fit or not?
They were a little snug, but they fit. I mean, I could get them on. I ordered them because I'm like, I'm so cold. You're just walking everywhere. So I'm like, I want to wear something either under my jeans or like double up with those and then leggings over
Get a
top or
Carhartt
something.
onesie and walk around in that.
Super
onesie?
comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a canvas onesie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or overalls.
Yeah.
Well, like the coveralls.
Yeah.
I like
maybe.
to call them onesies.
Onesies snap at your crotch.
Well, I'm sure you could have them custom
One
made.
suit.
Yeah. I got $1,000. We're back on it today. Once an hour, a chance for you to grab $1,000 from the Buzzard bookie. Listen closely. I hope you win. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Check. That's check. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Alan, my friend, ordered what he thought was a full-sized video game. It ended up being 6 inches tall. And he was a little mad.
A full-size video game? I don't understand that.
I guess
probably
you have an arcade game or something.
cabinet. Yeah.
See, I have a problem with the opposite. Brian's daughter burned her foot a couple summers ago, and so I had to buy like the plain orange dial that they use in like hospitals, you know, like just the antibacterial medical hand soap. And it was like $10, so I didn't think anything of it. And we ended up getting 3 giant gallon size of this medicinal hand soap. So now that's just what I have. That's what we've been using for over 2 years because you just can't go through it. It didn't say like pack of 3, and for $10, I didn't think it was going to be that much soap. So I'm like, oh my God, now I have all this soap.
Now, it does slightly sting when you use it, but these are the concessions you have to make. Make sure you use the Ching Chong soap, even though it'll burn your hands or whatever these things are called. You get them and you go, well, I guess I'll take a chance with this.
Yeah.
It's clearly not a domestic product.
Well, no, this one was.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
In general.
Yeah, a lot of things you don't know where they're coming from.
Dude, and things are so expensive here. Did you guys know
What?
New York City was expensive?
New York?
Yeah.
So they're like 25 cents more than they would be here?
New York City.
Can of peas is $3.
That sounds cheap.
For a can of vegetables?
I'm just telling you.
Cans of vegetables are like
bag-
85
He's like a
cents.
Bag of
politician.
Doritos.
He's completely
It's
disassociated
just out of
from
touch.
it.
He has no idea how much
So
a
when was the
gallon
last
of
time you
milk
got a
is.
can of peas for 85 cents? Now who's
At
out of touch?
Giant Eagle.
Yeah, what?
Dude, if you
A bag
buy,
of
like,
Doritos is $8. How
if
is a
you
can of
buy-
peas 85
I'm
cents?
telling you, if you buy just like a
Peas are cheaper than
generic Giant
Doritos.
Eagle brand can of vegetables, it's I do
Must
not
be
believe
supply and
it's
demand.
been-
There's probably a hell of a lot less demand for canned peas than Doritos.
Well, even it's because I was like, screw it. At this point, if it's $3, I'll just start ordering stuff off Amazon. And that's what I've been doing. I've been ordering like vegetables or anything where it's like, I like these Verona cookies. I call them my old man cookies. where
Pepperidge
they're-
Farm remembers.
They're my favorite. They're like shortbread cookies with jelly in the middle. Very simple. Thumbprints, I think, is another name for them.
I need something like that because I've been up in my coffee game and I need like a little something to go with
like
my
not too
coffee in the
sweet.
morning. Yeah.
Apricot Veronas from
Yes!
Pepperidge Farm.
Yeah, the apricot raspberry ones. are
Cherry
my favorite.
thumbprint cookies. Verona strawberry. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah,
It
they're
is
my-
Girl Scout cookie season too. Don't
my
forget.
old man
Oh, I did just order a
cookies.
bunch of Girl Scout cookies yesterday. So yeah.
From your niece?
I don't know who I got them from.
You don't know who you got them from?
My girlfriend said, "Hey, do you want these?" And I was like, "Yeah, give me all this stuff." So
Is
she's-
it her kid?
No, because her kid's too old for Girl Scouts.
Oh, okay. Bill, you're never too old for the Girl Scouts. I just joined.
Okay.
It's a brave new world. So you like your Verona cookies in your coffee.
No, order them off Amazon. They're
Looking out
cheaper.
into your garden in your new spot, your bay window.
You like that window?
Where are my Verona cookies, Martha?
Oh, I said apricot raspberry.
I've got my coffee here. Who ate all my Verona cookies?
I'd like to dunk it in my tea. made me green tea? I prefer Earl Grey.
Whose thumbprint is all over my thumbprint cookies?
I can see it in
Verona.
the jelly.
I do like an
My
orange
favorite, dude.
Milano every now and then, but I don't think I've ever had Verona cookies.
I love them. They're like
All
one
right.
of my favorite cookies.
Mhm.
Love them.
All right.
I'm trying to think of favorite cookies.
It might be the closest that Poundcake can get to actually tasting a city.
You know what I like? A simple cookie that's just fantastic.
Peanut butter.
Well, I like a peanut butter cookie, but I like a Lorna Doone.
Those are a little
I haven't had
too
that.
old lady for me. My grandma had Lorna Doones, and when I was a kid, I was just desperate for anything. Once I was out of the house, I was desperate for anything that had sugar in it. And Lorna Doones were okay, but that's a real grandma cookie.
It is a real grandma cookie, but
Yeah.
it's one of those, like, it's good with a black coffee or tea. Big fan of
See, I like an Oreo thin in the
that.
refrigerator.
Oreo thins are good.
I like Veronas. You know what I had the other day that I haven't had forever that my
Heroin.
dad used to have?
Oh.
Yeah, actually.
A reason
My
to
dad
live.
used to have it. That's how he got so fat. No, I think they're called pralines, the little sticks that come
Yeah.
in a tin.
No, Pixelines or
No,
that's a Steely
no,
Dan song.
praline is like caramel or something. What am I thinking of? They're like chocolate.
They look like
sticks.
straws, yeah.
Yeah, they look like straws. I think it's another Pepperidge Farm.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Those are good, though.
I thought they were
Pirouettes.
called. Is that what they're
Pepperidge Farm, Pyroline, Pirouettes.
called?
Yeah.
Pyroline, those
Wafer
those.
spirals.
Yes, it's like
They're
a wafer
wafer-thin.
cookie with chocolate in it. And I'm like, man, dude, I'll eat Ooh, I'll
All right.
Oh, New York City. Old New York City mouth over there.
Streets aren't the only thing that's dirty.
Ah. She got her dirty fingers all over my pirouettes.
Or we're going to have to pay the New York City fines, which are even more expensive.
Oh, no.
We will return to our regularly scheduled
And talking about
program
cookies, no
momentarily.
less. She's over here.
She's all frothed up over cookies, and she's like, give me some of those effing cookies right now.
I was going to say effing
New
50 of
York
them.
City.
God.
We expect to resume normal broadcasting
The
shortly.
next word was going to be 50.
Uh-huh. I'll eat 50 of those. 50. I'll eat 50 of those.
50 of those.
Yeah.
Ooh, my face is pink. Ooh.
Well, anywho.
Yeah, I get excited.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, hey, listen. What are you going to do?
You can't get me talking about Pepperidge Farm products,
No.
okay?
Oh, crazy over here.
Looks like somebody's luck just came up. Shortbread. Cookie clams!
It's almost a cookie crime. Talking about them cursing. Almost cursing about them.
I stopped it.
Yeah, I know. Appreciate that. Over Pepperidge Farm pirouettes.
Well, they're
They
just
got me
so
all worked
good.
up, Martha.
It's
I was in
the
here
right
talking like a
amount-
sailor.
The right amount of crunch. It's
Right. What's the wrong amount of crunch?
No
And
crunch.
It's like pale.
No crunch is the
No
wrong
crunch.
amount of.
Or too crunchy, like some things can be where it's like stale.
Stale was the word I wanted,
yeah,
and
there
I
you
said
go.
pale.
Yeah, she doesn't know her words
I
today.
need a minute.
She knows some words.
Yeah, the 4-letter ones.
Ones I can't say. The FCC trying to regulate me.
Yeah. Right.
The FCC won't let Mary be.
Let me be me while I talk about cookies.
Alan Mary's right. Giant Eagle cans of sweet peas are 69 cents.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Nice.
They are cheap.
Wow.
A bag of
Well-
like the microwavable vegetables, like the bird's eye, you know?
Yeah.
Those are normally like $1, or they'll be like 5 for $5 on sale. And they're like, dude, they're like $4.50 here. Where I'm like, that's it. I have to. I'm just gonna start ordering all my groceries from Amazon. Because did you guys know New York City's expensive?
It's very expensive there.
expensive,
I
yeah,
did
I
hear about that. Yeah. You should have thought of that before you moved there, Mary.
Listen, I should have thought about a lot of things before I moved here.
And you did, and you still moved.
Way too late.
I've got to take a break. Want to send me a text? You can do it 35192. Listen on the iHeartRadio app. You can leave messages there if you like, and we'll be back.
There are many harsh lessons to be learned from the gambling experience. And when you play with